case anybody wasn't able to join us. The ability to be able to get our biometrics done in real time. And a couple things I was most excited about, the blood pressure, because so many people go with undiagnosed high blood pressure and have no idea, or that's when something's amiss. Our heart rate and our blood pressure are some of the first things that are picked up, and we might not know it, but we can set on our helos the function for it to be able to alert us if they go out of range, and we also can set up for other people to be able to alert us. So I was just like, oh my goodness, okay, why are you sharing this with me? Like, just because you want me to be aware of some new health product? And she said, Leah, this is coming up through network marketing. And I'm pretty sure my jaw had to get off the floor. Because technology has never been in this space. So we had to kind of do some soul searching. I knew this was going to be significant, but I was a director in another company, so and doing well, and I loved what I was doing. So, but I knew I couldn't take two companies to the top. So I actually ended up going to Thailand last May. I needed to hear from the corporate staff. I needed to hear the vision of this company and really get it in my heart of where this company is going before I could really make that commitment to going all in here. And it was pretty much game over. As my husband, he's like, so we're switching life paths now, aren't we? And I'm like, baby, we got a new direction. Because this is technology again, you guys, and this is an international company. And the stuff that we are going to do, we do now, and we're going to be able to do in the future is going to be an absolute game changer in terms of healthcare, technology, and then in the home-based business space. Because again, first time we can do tech here just from home. So I'm going to share my slides with you guys for a little bit. I'm going to mute everyone's line so we get a good recording. At the end though, I want to take it off mute. While I want to do the presentation, I don't want to just talk at you. After we're done, I want to hear any questions you have. I'm happy to dig into anything that needs more in-depth talking, or I'm a total open book when it comes to this. So then I want to hear from you guys. So 1 second here. Okay, can you see my slides and still hear me? Good, okay. So we always have an income disclaimer on the beginning and end of our presentations. We've broken a lot of records here in the last year in terms of the network marketing space. And we're a publicly traded company, so FTC and everyone's watching what we're doing. So we definitely want to protect our home. It's impacted a lot of families around the world. So basically this just says that we guarantee no level of success. This is 100% with hard work and dedication. Some people are going to come here and make no money, and some people are going to come here and completely change their children's future. But it's all based on your network, again, your background, and how hard you're willing to work and all that good stuff. So you can see the full income disclosure at the bottom of worldgn.com. So our company is called World Global Network. It's actually a 6-year-old company. They were in telecommunications before, only kind of over in Europe, never in North America. But it was about 2 years ago that our CEO decided he wanted to make a move into wearable tech. And I'll kind of get into why he made that choice. But so we launched North America this October of 2016. So we're about 1.5 years now. And as we launched into North America, we also launched the Helo, our flagship product, around the world. So it's a unique situation of the company is established, but for all intents and purposes, they got, other than the CEO, got new corporate staff, did a whole rebrand, and got all of telecommunications and moved into this space of wearable tech. And it's because our CEO, Fabio Galdi, he is a diabetic himself. His father actually passed away of diabetes 3 years ago, and he just felt helpless to that, watching how the illness took over, how he wasn't able to, the quality of life that was, and him constantly pricking his finger day in and day out, multiple times a day. And so our CEO, he's a genius in the tech space. He's one of the first people to bring the internet to Italy. He was one of the first inventors of the touch screen. So he knew he had it within him to design something state-of-the-art like this. So went to work on it, and that's kind of how the Helo came into play here. So I love this quote by Bill Gates. I think if we have any entrepreneurs on here, he says, the secret of success in business is knowing where the world is going and getting there first. And that is truly what we have here. So we're in the industry, we're taking technology and converging with wellness and home-based business all at one time. And we are in the industry of wearable tech. So all of you, I'm guessing at least one of you on this call is wearing a Fitbit right now. 1 in 4 is a Fitbit wearer or an Apple Watch or a Samsung, Garmin, or whatever your wearable of choice is. It's a booming industry. And in fact, in the next 2 years, it's going to have $20 billion of growth. And that's just in the health and fitness wearables. Because we're actually a health band and can go much farther into that health and wellness space, we are part of this emerging, it's called M-Health market. So even healthcare is going wearable. And in the next year and 2 years, providers are going to be getting incentives to recommend wearables because it's really going to enhance the patient-provider relationship. And we're also, we have a future device coming in the next about probably 12 to 14 months from now that will be FDA approved. So now we're talking insurance coverage as well. So that whole sector, because it's going to be part of healthcare, is evaluated right now as a $600 billion industry. And all this information isn't according to me or a company. This is Business Insider, Time Magazine, Forbes. Like, you can Google wearable tech and where it's going and get a lot of information. We just know technology runs the world, and many companies have boomed overnight. And that's as we've completely made lots of waves in the tech and in the financial landscape for network marketing, we have definitely begun to do that. So one common question we get is, why network marketing? Why did our CEO choose this and not, put it on the shelves at Best Buy like all these other devices are? And Toshiba actually manufactures the chips in our device. And they wanted to make an entrance into wearable tech because, again, it's an exploding industry. So they came to Fabio knowing he was making this state-of-the-art health band and wanted to buy it from him. But he said, I cannot sell if you understand the world's economy and where brick and mortar is being replaced by click and order, and everything is going online, and word of mouth can move a product faster than traditional business. He said, there is no faster way I can bring this product to market than through network marketing. So he wouldn't sell, but he said we could partner because obviously that's a pretty well-known technology company themselves. So they now manufacture the chips in our device. And he made the right choice in 2017 as the beta version, the LX, as it was charging. When this officially started shipping in April, we moved 1 million devices worldwide and paid out over $50 million in commissions in year 1 with just this little guy, the Hilo, one product. I get my other company, I'm like, oh my gosh, we had over 200 products. This is just one. We didn't do a fraction of the revenue that we've done here in the last year. So this is our
Introducing Hilo, the world's first lifestyle oracle, a wearable wellness and health monitoring device unlike any other on the planet. Hilo can monitor your most important vital signs and alert you if some of them are out of their normal range, helping you understand, manage, and control your lifestyle and well-being. Hilo can even sense your emotions. It understands whether you are excited or fatigued, or even if you just need a break. Not only does Hilo monitor your important measurements, but it also produces a daily, weekly, or even monthly report that you can provide to your trainer or physician. Once you pair your Hilo with a smartphone application, you can track the most important vital signs and well-being of yourself and your loved ones. Unlike most devices on the market, Hilo performs the measurements in real time while you are doing your daily activities, walking, running, and even sleeping. This sophisticated technology, developed with an eye toward artificial intelligence, allows Hilo to learn about you day by day, constantly improving in accuracy and performance. Hilo can guide you to better behaviors and lead you to healthy habits. Now you can go about your day with total peace of mind, and that is a priceless feature. Also, you can easily download a wide range of other features through the Hilo App Store. Thanks to the powerful Open API 2.0, the exclusive Hilo App Store allows developers to create and publish their own apps and plugins, further increasing the potential of the Hilo and its functions. Developers have already created apps to monitor measurements not found on the basic Hilo app, such as blood pressure and EKG. And this is just a sneak peek. The potential of the Hilo is unlimited. Finally, don't forget the benefits of the 99.9% pure germanium stones. The germanium stones fit snugly against your skin on the inside of the Hilo wristband and may provide a number of wellness benefits. All these fantastic features led to Hilo being voted the best direct selling product of 2017. Now that you've seen the power of this revolutionary product, we're convinced you're ready to order a Hilo for you and for each of your family members. Even better, you can be a main actor in this business by entering our customer referral program and taking advantage of this pioneering phase. You can develop a completely independent business, all by bringing health and wellness to thousands of people. Many others have already joined our movement. What are you waiting for? This is your time to become a world changer.
So that is our 2-minute video, and we will be getting an updated one here in the next couple of weeks because we just came out of the Consumer Electronics Show. If you're not aware of what that is, it's the largest technology convention in the world. It happens every January in Las Vegas, and all of the tech giants around the world come together to showcase their up-and-coming technology. It was the first time ever that a network marketing company was invited to be there, but because of the significance of what we're doing for healthcare, they invited our company, World Global Network, to be there, and we had a huge booth. And we debuted 2 things there. So the first thing is that we will be the first ever non-invasive blood sugar monitor. Okay, so the video that they're updating is going to include a lot more of that as well. So that will be released. The Sugar Trend software is going to be, they're saying late spring right now, late May, early June, when people will be able to download that. So the significance of that, 400 million people worldwide have to clinically monitor their blood sugar levels. Okay, so if just 1% of that, the people that need to clinically monitor decide to use our device, that's going to be 4 million people that decide to purchase a Hilo. But beyond that, the significance of blood sugar goes so much more than just what you traditionally think with diabetes. Because I don't know if we have, I know Majin said she had some health background as well, understanding that blood sugar has a significant role in weight management as well, and hormone balance. And for the first time ever, there'll be just a little thing that you put on the tip of your finger along with your Hilo, non-invasively being able to measure those sugar trends will be able to give people real-time feedback on what your lifestyle behaviors and food choices and all that kind of stuff is doing. So it's a really, really, really big deal. So we had CEOs of lots of companies coming, and they knew this technology we knew it would become eventually, but the fact that a little known company called World Global Network is the one that's getting to bring it to market first before Apple and Google and all these other companies that have been working on it. So very, very unique opportunity right there. So difference in our 2 devices. So I mentioned the Hilo LX is what we launched in April this last year. It's been kind of our flagship product, the first version of it, but similar to an iPhone where there's the iPhone 7 and 8, and as technology advancements come, we're going to have the same concept here. So we just last week launched the Hilo LX Plus. And this isn't going away though because of our app store, which I'll get into, but the main differences between the 2 devices is the LX Plus will now have clinical grade sensors on it. So there's 4 sensors instead of 2. It'll just give people more in-depth and more accurate readings on their metrics. So for the example of blood sugar, it'll take the Hilo LX, the current device, will give people a reading of 3 levels, so low, medium, and high, whereas the LX Plus will give it a range of 9 and go from low to high, but much more, fine-tuned in for somebody that's, needs to definitely have a little bit more, or little more in depth than just low or high. They can kind of see exactly where it's at. And when you think of that again in terms of people that need to monitor that, that's going to drastically minimize the amount of times. It won't replace a finger stick because it doesn't give them an exact number, but minimize the amount of times that they have to do it because they'll know where they're trending throughout the day. So it's just when they kind of get to where they know I'm getting kind of high or getting low, then they'll check it by a traditional finger stick. So really, I'm very passionate and excited about what that's going to do. We have a lot of people that have come to this team that knew that that's coming, and are just in tears over that's going to do for their quality of life. So again, just more in-depth stuff that the LX will be able to do. There will be a UV shield on the top of it, or a little sensor where it'll detect the UV rays and give people feedback on, you know, the sun protection factor that's necessary. There will also be, there's an improved gyroscope, which for fitness stuff and whatnot. So both great devices. The LX is not becoming obsolete. Just it will depend on, you know, the consumers and desires, what they want, if they choose the LX or the LX Plus. So the open API. So this is something that we have people that have come to this for this fact alone. So we will be the first wearable that now has its own app store. So right now there's 3 apps in the app store. When we were in LA last week, we got debuted another one that's coming. But over the last 9 months, there has been app developers worldwide that have been able to take the open API and are working on apps now for the Hilo. And they've started like doing teasers of ideas that are coming out, but the sky is going to be the limit on this. I know there's like a blood oxygen saturation app. There will be, you know, the Sugar Trend software. They're talking about stuff that will give people the ability, if somebody passes out, it can be given alert. Again, the sky's the limit. And the fitness apps that can come out now that it's the first wearable that has that, you know, more of our vital signs going on. So the fitness feedback that will be able to provide. So I know I brought on here being an app developer. If this is something, we can get you more information on if that's something that would interest you as well. I don't know that world, so maybe there's just certain kinds of apps for different certain things. I just know that there's been a lot of app developers that have come here with interest to kind of seek more information on that. So we anticipate over the next 2 years to have over 300 apps in that app store. So what's cool for the customer, the end user, is our device is going to continue to increase in value and become customizable. You think of our phones, my phone and Timi's phone probably looks a lot different based on what apps are on here and what we need. That's going to be similar for our wearables, is because different people will need different services and different features for their device. So now you can customize it. From the business side of this, that's a very nice scenario, because anytime someone downloads an app, be it, there'll be free apps, but ones, $1.99, $5.99, what have you, those are all called microtransactions. All of that. So you have Hilos out around the world on wrists. Anytime somebody goes, and you don't have to do anything additional, on their main app, there's a little banner that says Hilo App Store. As they download more apps to make their device more multifunctional, that's all going to be revenue that you get paid out on. So that's the first component of our residual income here. And that's one of the beautiful things about the industry of network marketing, is the ability to create residual income, if that's a concept that's not familiar to anyone. So a couple other things about the band. Each band comes with a set of colored bands to switch out. You can see I have a gray one on here. It comes with a black band. We also have germanium stones. So you can see on the inside of my band here how I have them snapped in there. The reason these came to be is, again, with Fabio having diabetes, one of the main things he deals with from the illness is blood circulation issues. So germanium increases blood flow and ultimately increases oxygen throughout the body, reduces inflammation. And so this has dramatically helped the circulation issues he's had. We have people that also wear this for the EMF protection, for people that have arthritis and different pain stuff, that comment how much it makes them feel better to wear the germanium stones on there. I actually have a nutritional practitioner out in Montana, actually your guys' upline, this is what started her business. Is we have people wearing these bands just for the germanium stones. And they're like, wait, what else does it do? Which I laugh every time she tells me about that. That's crazy. The technology they have, and they don't even fully realize it because they just love the stones so much. So the other product that we have is called BioZen. So we know that we are more connected than ever. Speaking of the smartphones, Speaking of the smartphones, there's actually more phones worldwide than there are people, because we are so dependent on these devices now. And because of that connectivity and the Wi-Fi and all that, they're doing more and more research in the U.S. Worldwide, it's been known. It's just U.S. is behind on some of these things sometimes. But that connectivity and the constant Wi-Fi signal, it's not good on our body. It's a concept called EMFs or electrosmog, and you can Google and get some good YouTube videos on it to kind of learn more about that. And it was something I was aware of. Like, I've heard of EMFs, but I didn't know really a lot about it. But now that we have a product on it, I've been digging into it more, and it's frankly downright scary that so many people don't know, and so many people put these. I see women putting them in their straps of their bra, which is so dangerous, in your pocket. Men wearing them in their pocket, like If you actually look on the user manual of a cell phone, in the very small print, it says, do not let this come within 2 inches of your body. But nobody reads that stuff, and they don't bring a lot of attention to it. So we have a product called BioZen, and you just put it on the device, and then it makes it so the electromagnetic frequencies that come out of these devices no longer can elicit a stress response on the body. So I'm going to show you another quick, about a minute and a half video here on our BioZen.
Did you know that every day we experience the effects of an invisible enemy called electrosmog? Huge numbers of electrowaves hit our bodies, causing damage to our cells and amplifying stress and low mood sensations. But there's a solution. This is BioZen, the first sticker antenna that reduces the harmful effects of electrosmog. BioZen is scientifically and medically proven to protect you against mobile radiation. It uses the latest innovations in layered thin chip technology to actively protect your body against all your electrically powered devices 24/7. No matter how or why you use your devices, BioZen is scientifically verified to reduce magnetic field gradients, defend against changes in your blood profile, and lower your body's stress levels. Here's how BioZen works. Our bodies use low frequencies for internal communication, and the frequencies that our cell phones emit in this range continuously interfere with this communication. For example, an active phone call creates a low-frequency electromagnetic field in close vicinity to the cell phone. It contains gaps and peaks, which are called gradients. BioZen disassembles these peaks into smooth progressions that make the electromagnetic fields tolerable for our bodies. What is the result? Your body is under less stress and is protected while using mobile devices. BioZen was recently approved as a Class 1 medical device in Europe and is simple to use. Just place it on any device that has a battery or that emits radio frequencies. So, what are you waiting for? Find peace of mind with BioZen.
So that was something else that came out of CES also. We've had this product since I started, but it just got classified as a Class 1 medical device. So that was really nice just to have that backing that it actually tested in the lab, the European Medical Association, that it actually does what it says it does. So, and it's there's a couple other devices or sticker chips like this, not so much in the US, I don't think, but across the world as I have more and more international conversations, there is other technology like this, but none that have been certified as a medical device. So that's kind of nice to have that backing as well. So here's the corporate staff that I mentioned. That's Fabio on the left. Alessandro Senatore, he's our COO and responsible for our wonderful comp plan. And then Antonio De Rosa on the bottom right, he's our Chief Design Officer and has won numerous awards at CES in the past years because he's actually one of the people responsible for the concept design for the iPhones. So you'll notice that our devices, people are like, yeah, they're just really sleek, and our boxes look like an iPhone box. So you can tell it's a little Apple touch on there as well. So kind of the background accolades I mentioned and why Toshiba, after they decided, Fabio said, I won't sell, but we'll partner. Obviously, they're not going to put their name just on any company, so their lawyers vetted our company for 3 months, and we have the highest accolades out there. And within the Direct Selling Association, there's only 25 companies that have a AAA+ rating of the 25,000 direct sales companies out there. And we're just top. Last 2017, we got voted the #1 direct selling product. In January, we just got recommended as the top 100 network marketing company. So it's just kind of lots of writing on the wall that this is a very good place to be. And we are global. So right now, you can build in 195 countries. And we have 15 offices worldwide. In geography lesson, there's only 196 countries in the world. So everywhere except for South Korea can we build. So, but it's been really cool because some of these countries, while we can go into them, we're pioneering this. We're bringing it. I have had conversations just today in India, London, Singapore, and Malaysia, which is really cool. And some of them have been, they're going to be some of the first to bring it to this country. So it's a very, very unique opportunity. And it's because of all of this stuff that I've been talking about that makes this such a unique opportunity based on the timing that we have. We are being the only company doing network in the network marketing space doing technology because we have timing right now. There's no competition on our product, and we are on the cusp of industry that's about to explode in wearable tech. And we have some of the best in the world that have come here to World. Well, that was another thing when I went to Thailand that made me very comfortable with being ready to make this company move. I watched 6 and 7 figure earners walk away from their income, no team, and come here because of the significance of what we were about to do and are doing. So if I was like, well, I didn't have to walk away from anything that significant. So I'm like, if it's good enough for them, this is definitely a good move for me. I'm going to follow that lead. And what's been really cool about that is now we're getting to learn from the best in the industry. So our direct leadership, I'm being mentored by the number 16 in the entire world, Ramasio Fulcher. And in 12 months here, he's made over $2 million. And his upline is Chad and Natita Chong, which I have a slide here I can show. It gets towards the end, I'll come back. His upline is Chad and Natita Chong, who are number 4 in the entire world right now. And this is of all companies. And the significance, so these numbers are kind of mind-blowing. I totally agree. And it's not even the numbers I want to impress upon you that they're making after 12 to 15 months. It's how fast. We have the incredibly compressed time frames here, again, because of all the different factors that we're talking about here. So that's Nat and Chanita Pranaputra. They're our global master distributors, part-time Thailand, part-time LA. Just spent the weekend with them in LA as well. So while I love our product and this company is amazing and the comp plan is very, very nice, one thing that I tell people all the time is if you're looking for leadership and you're looking for mentorship and direction, after being in this company with the caliber of leaders that we have, I feel 100% confident that I could leave this company in 5 years after we've gone through this big build if I chose to, take on another and do very well in any company because of what we have learned from the leadership here. So kind of going back here, how do you get involved? Another unique thing is a lot of companies, you have to buy a business kit to get started. All you have to do is become a customer, and you just are going to pick the pack based on your needs and your goals with us. So we have a personal level, a builder level, and then a professional level. Okay, regardless of the level you decide to come in at, you're going to get 10% what's called fast start. So 10% of your sales off the top you will get in commissions. So the personal level, a lot of times the customers kind of choose this option unless they have multiple Hilos they want to get within their household. The Hilo LX is $349, and with that comes the Hilo, the colored band sets, and a set of those germanium stones. The LX Plus is $549, so that's the one we're in pre-order for right now. We'll be shipping at the end of February. And then the BioZen, if people are just really interested in the BioZen or want to get a pack to cover the devices in their home, you get 10 chips and then get 2 free. So, and then once you start building a team here or accumulate enough customers, because as people buy product from you or become a team member, the volume all counts the same. But if you come in with the personal pack, you can then also earn 10% on the team volume commissions. And we are a binary comp plan for if that means anything to anyone. I can go, once we're done, I can go into more detail if that anybody wants to know more information on that. But so our builder level. So this is where you have an extra few products on hand, or again, for when people want multiple devices within a family. So the LX Plus or the mix pack. So you basically get 4 devices and you just pick if you want four of which one, or if you want 2 of each. And then the BioZen builder pack is you get 30 and then get 8 free there. So that's another good option. The professional pack is brand new as of 2 weeks ago. And I wish they would have had it when I got enrolled because it definitely makes the most sense. We got started with the family pack of the LX. That was the only option at the time for the different devices. But we ended up ordering a second pack 3 weeks in because the devices didn't last long at all. But the professional pack from a financial standpoint and from looking at this from a business perspective makes way the most sense. So what they've done is they took 4 of the Hilo LX Pluses that you get and 30 BioZen, and that's where they got the price. But then they added in 42 extra BioZen, which I still can't wrap my head around that they did that. And so now this has been definitely the pack of choice for people because you can sell those BioZen. So they retail out for $50 a piece. If you just sell your BioZen, that's going to be $3,600, and you still have 4 of the LX Pluses. So you'll get your money back right away. And it's not hard to move the BioZen at all. Once you start talking to people about that and show them that 2-minute video. So now you have the 4 of the LX Pluses where you can then keep within your family, and they were paid for by the sale of your BioZen. Or some people choose, only want one of the devices on hand and then sell them. So you have another $2,100 in product on hand that you can then turn around and still sell and make even more profit. So this will also then get you the 20% team volume commission. And the nice thing about that is when you get to that team volume earnings, which is just the second step of becoming a team builder, you lock that in for life. So that was also something different that from my previous company, you always had to continue to qualify and hit certain ranks to be able to earn certain percentages on your downline. Here, once you become team builder, you will always earn 20% for life. And with our loyalty membership, you actually get an extra 1% commission, which I'll share with you. So it's a 21% binary. But so right away, we help you get your first 2 people. We like to help people do that within their first 48 hours to at most a week, because it's just sharing with your first 2 people. And again, what we're doing here, it's kind of a no-brainer as far as an opportunity. And from the customer perspective, it's a wonderful device, and the BioZen as well, depending on which speaks to you more. The second thing is become a team developer. So that's just helping your first 2 people get their first 2 people. Again, business partners or customers. Now you have unlocked the rest of the compensation plan. You also get check matching here, which we have 10 generations of check match. And I got a chart that I'll show you, but there's a lot of other bonuses that come as soon as you unlock team developer. So there's every 4 weeks that you hit diamond, you get an extra $1,000 of a car bonus. There's trips. I'm going to Punta Cana in April. There's, a ton of like rings and other, they did give away cars last year and the check program, and I'll kind of show you guys about that. But so the other way you get paid is through this team developer bonus pool. Also new, they did not have this when I started, to just incentivize people to get started right away. Because we know that statistically, if you get started right away, everybody wants to make money right away once they get started. So if you do this in your first 7 days, which is again, year 2, get there too, you get 3 shares of this bonus pool. Now, every month, the share value changes. It's based on how many loyalty memberships are being sold worldwide and how many people are getting to that rank. But it ends up being, on average, between $500 and $800 extra on top of your $500 commission. So people that get started right away in their first week are typically making $1,200 to $1,500 in their first week. You can also get, if you hit team developer within your first 30 days, they will still give you 1 share of this bonus pool for, still getting started right away. So the rank structure of team developer, just from the commissions, it's about 550. And you also have to be on the loyalty membership, which I'll share to do this. So this is that check matching chart. The depth you get paid on the check match is based on your total volume. We have a weekly commission cycle. So whatever your volume is for the week, that's how the depth you get paid. So right now we're getting paid on 4 generations. So how to stay active, basically you have 30 sales volume that you have to sell every month, which is equivalent to a loyalty membership. So as soon as you have your first business partner enrolled, it will automatically keep you active. The loyalty membership is the last thing I want to talk about. It's, again, all business people are typically on it. Customers, I did just share it and they can decide if it's something they find of value. You basically get these few different things with this. So it's $59 a month. It's the second component of our auto ship. You get cloud storage for your device on up to 5 people. So if you want all the data that you're in your life log stored more than just 30 days, then you get the Pro app. With the loyalty membership, you get, again, 5 Pro app downloads. You get an extra protection plan for your device. You also get, this is the best part of it, you get 75 points every month, which are the equivalent to dollars, in your back office to use other products. So to get more products, we have a loyalty store. And if you want to buy another Hilo, more BioZen, whatever it is that you'd like to use it on, you can use it. And so essentially the company's paying you $16 every month to be on this, because you're getting 75 for paying and 59 and getting the rest of this. They're kind of calling our loyalty membership a revolution in this industry, because this is kind of the equivalent to other companies, maybe, vitamins they order every month, or shakes, or skincare line. But our retention rate on this, because you're actually getting more money versus having to order more product each month, has been about an 80% retention rate, and the industry standard is about 12%. So kind of cool how they set this up. You're not having to pay shipping on extra product each month, as you're not getting through your previous months and whatnot. So that's the loyalty membership, and just some of our top leaders of the President Millionaires that have come and started in the last year here. And I just really appreciate, and maybe it's because I came from a company that was just in the US, but that this is a global opportunity, and getting to have conversations internationally every day, and knowing that my business is being built 24 hours when people are awake and across the world. So I already showed you guys that. I gave away cars last year. There's a jet program also for everybody that hit the rank of President Millionaire. They get access to a private jet for a year. Punta Cana, like I mentioned, and we still have the qualification period open right now. So people that get started right away here in January, there's a couple different ranks that you can hit and still go on this trip, earn it. We're going to be gone in the second week of April. So kind of just a summary of the unique and very lucrative opportunity that we have here, because we have this convergence again of healthcare, technology, and then home-based business. I haven't left this desk to do this business other than to travel to the conventions. It's all done. Our system is a 2-minute video. We have a 7-minute video that introduces the comp plan, and then these 30-minute business overviews that we have them live almost every day, because we've been definitely in some significant momentum since CES. So they've been doing them at 2 and 8 o'clock every day. We also do launch calls to help people start their business, which is what we're on right now. So as Timi's just now, she come out of LA and she's like, okay, I'm ready to do this business. Based on the type of comp plan that we have, she has her top 6 positions available. And as she goes forward, every time people come after those top 6 positions are filled, anybody that comes in after that, the top people that get involved with her get to benefit from that. So, and that was something that blew my mind. That was not how my last company worked. I did not get to benefit from anything my upline did. So that's kind of unique about this. So this is her first launch call. We'll probably be doing a couple more in the next week or so, as she then kind of officially launches it heading into this next week. So I am now going to stop my share and stop the recording.